I know this news has dropped for the last 2 weeks or so, but Riot has finally announced an update for Yoru after months of waiting. Like, seriously. Without further ado, let's get straight to the video. First, let's talk about one of the most complained ability from Yoru, which is his fake out. According to the article, they said the footsteps decoy that drove a lot of the deceptive plays that we love to see. To help with Yoru's mind games, we decided to replace the footsteps with a new visual, a carbon copy of Yoru that runs forwards and upon getting shot will wind up and explode, debuffing enemies. First of all, this is a huge change for Yoru because his current fake out, which is his footsteps, it is only able to create noise and that didn't give the team a huge benefit. And this rework, in my opinion, it can change the meta a bit because in a game like Valorant, if you see an enemy, you shoot them until it's dead, right? And this new ability for Yoru, it can give him the opportunity to create mind games for the enemy team depending on how you use it. Oh, and not only that, if the enemy team shoots the decoy, it will explode and debuff enemies. Now for the debuff, I'm not sure if it's gonna make the enemy vulnerable or slow, but we just have to see when his rework releases. Besides his rework fake out, they also buff his gate crash, which is Yoru's signature ability. With gate crash, we've lowered the range at which enemies can see and hear the tether on the map while it travels. We've also increased its travel speed by 20%. In addition to these quality of life improvements, Yoru can now activate the tether from a distance to trigger a fake teleport, playing the same audio and visuals as if he were teleporting. Now, for my prediction, when they're working on a rework, I would also want to include a buff on one of his abilities aside from his fake out. This buff is just a straight up W because Yoru's current gate crash is loud if it travels or you teleport. And this buff, since they lowered the volume range of his TP, you can lurk and do more sneaky plays with this. And on top of that, they also add the fake teleport as a feature. Normally, as of right now, it is actually a bug in the game, and somehow Riot actually liked that bug and they make it as a feature. This fake teleport, it will basically trick enemy teams, especially in ranked. Like, if you try to do a fake teleport, that's gonna cause pressure for the enemy team because they don't know if you actually teleport or not depending on where you place the gate crash. Riot already shared a video about this feature. A note that this is still in work in progress, these are not the final changes, so well, without any noise, here is the video. I am super excited and impatient at the same time, waiting Yoru's return because I want to test him out ASAP. I think Yoru mains that are watching this video are also excited to try Yoru's new gear. But what about his ultimate? Well, in the article, they said this: we're not ready to share all the changes we're testing internally on Yoru right now, but we're confident our rework will help unlock Yoru's potential. This may include testing a few changes to dimensional drift to help Yoru break sides wide open. Now, I don't know about you guys, but they did leave a hint for Yoru's new ultimate, which is break sides wide open. And from the video that I showed, Yoru's ultimate points increased from 6 to 7. So I guess this hint has something to do with it. So that's all what they have to share about Yoru's update, and overall, I think this is what every Yoru main wants. Even though this rework and these buffs will not make him a must-pick agent, but it will make Yoru a great agent to pick since he has his new, fresh abilities that are hopefully viable to the team. Like, normally for agents like Jet or Reyna, people rely on those agents for getting kills and win for the team. However, for Yoru, with his new fresh gear, you basically have to rely on him for giving fake information to the enemy team. Now, there are some questions for me that I want answers. Like, for example, if you deploy a fake Yoru on going site, will it show the enemy's location on the map? And also, what is the cooldown for Yoru's gate crash? Is it going to be 40 seconds, or are they going to increase the timer? Is it going to be 2 frags? Like 4 duelists like Jet, Reyna, or maybe Raze, or Phoenix with their signature ability recharge? These are the questions after I read the article, but those questions can be answered once he relaunches early next year. Now, speaking of his release date, they said that thank you for sticking with us through this journey. We hope this visibility helps bridge the gap between now and when he relaunches. We'll post probably just one more of these Yoru specials before his rework drops early next year. Now, some content creators that I watched said that what they meant by early next year, which is around February or early March. Now, in my opinion, I literally just want the release date to be around January or the release of episode 4 because, again, I literally just want to test them out ASAP. And before the video ends, if there are people asking what tier should I put Yoru with his rework and buff, I would say on B tier because, okay, first of all, people have been pulling this man at D tier, and for me, with his rework and buff, this is a huge upgrade. If if he is in the right hands with his rework and buff, I would say he's probably going to be A tier. But what do you guys think? Is he going to be at S tier or with his new gear is it going to be low tier? Let me know in the comments down below. And that is all I have today. Thank you guys so much. See you.